Everyone, welcome to the session. This is another session with one of the student again. Anju is from Vivekananda. Her success story is a little different now. So Anju believes that she is a very ordinary or an average student, by the way. Scored 60% in 10th standard, 74 in 12th standard. Graduation में graph बढ़ा 81% हो गया. And so she believes that she is still an average student, which I don't believe because graduation में आपने अच्छा करा था. But she intended with Dabur. That is the biggest thing, or that is the X factor on her resume. Now बहुत सारे बच्चों को लगता है कि डाबर which is one of the best FMCG, renowned FMCG worldwide, लोगों को लगता है कि only if you get into IIMs or a tier 2 B school, probably you'll be able to make it to Dabur, maybe a summer internship or a full-time job or something like that. But being at Vivekananda Business School, VBS that we call, she nailed it. And the biggest thing is that college, which is VBS, provided all the students with the platform जहाँ पे समर इंटर्नशिप के लिए डाबर कैंपस पे आया था. तो एक पहला जो एक होता है ना, एक मिथ होता है, जो क्लीशे होता है कि यार बड़ी बड़ी जो FMCG कंपनी होती है, फिर बैंक्स होती है, वो छोटे मोटे कॉलेज पे जाती नहीं है एक्चुअली. दो विवेकानंदा इज वेरी मच रेपुटेड एंड नोन एज फार एज मुंबई एंड महाराष्ट्र रीजन इज कंसर्न. थोड़ा बहुत पैन इंडिया लेवल पे भी अवेयरनेस अभी बढ़ रहा है. बट माई क्वेश्चन टू यू अंजू, बिफोर ज्वाइनिंग विवेकानंदा बिजनेस स्कूल, डिड यू एवर थिंक ऑफ द फैक्ट कि यार मैं कभी डाबर जैसे कंपनी में जाके अपना समर इंटर्नशिप करूंगी, दैट टू इन मार्केट रिसर्च, विच इज वन ऑफ द शॉर्ट काइंड ऑफ अ प्रोफाइल राइट नाउ. व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दिस?
Very blunt and honest, I wanted to get into FMCG sector. I wanted to expose about FMCG sector, but I never thought that I would be selected for Dabur. It was surprisingly amazing opportunity for me, and I still get goosebumps when I even think that I got a tag of Dabur as an intern.
Right. That matters a lot. Cool. So how everything started? I mean, when the company came on the campus, right? I would love to know how many students applied for it, how many got through it, and what was your interview process. And if anybody who is at the same level of B school, which VBS is at, if they want to kind of sit for the internship with Dabur offline, या फिर on campus, off campus, कुछ भी हो, क्या चीज़ें वो prepare करनी चाहिए? So if you can give a little bit idea about it.
So I'll tell you how I got prepared for it. 40 students applied for Dabur aptitude test. Later on, 14 were selected for the GD round. That is group discussion round. Wherein you don't even know what are they going to ask you. And I was focused very much that I need to start with the interview, or else I need to end with the interview. So GD session was amazing because they gave me a question related to the work which I was supposed to do over there.
Okay.
So I started with the GD. I hardly took 2 seconds for the moment they said you need to talk about juice topic. How can a juice brand excel in the railway channel, Mumbai local railway channel?
Okay.
Yeah. What could be the strategies or the methods which they need to advertise to create brand awareness and brand recall? Because railway channel is such a platform where nobody has enough time to think about what they want. All they have to do is get into the train, get out of the train. वो एक ही mind से रहता है.
True.
So this was my task, or I could be saying this was my GD topic discussion. I literally gone through all the products which Dabur offered. So I did my homework, which is very important because without knowing what the product, what the company offers, you cannot talk about it.
Right.
So as I wanted to, I started with the conversation, and they were my friends also who were doing very great. But then after the GD discussion, 4 to 5 people were shortlisted for the personal interview round.
That's 10%.
Personal interview round, you can say 10, not even 10 though, even less than that. So personal interview round, one was with the marketing manager and one was with the senior marketing manager.
Okay.
So while the 4 people went to the marketing manager, and then they gave me a question. So my marketing manager's name was Nilesh. He literally asked me, don't tell me anything about academy. Why do you feel that you're fit for this role?
Okay.
Because you as a girl, why do you want to do market research? Where do you know this job is going to be a little hectic? I was assigned a live project where I used to work with the faculty that was leading that project, known as RUCO, for Munezer's company. RUCO stands for Repurposed Used Cooking Oil. So even that project was a kind of market research project. I even met with their competitors to know their strategies more. So I pitched them that I have done this. So I consider myself suitable for this opportunity, and as I'm choosing marketing, I cannot be an individual who would be declining sales. Life may, if you really want to get, especially when you are a junior level, you are a complete fresher, you hardly have few months of experience. So basically, I have an experience in real estate for around 9 months. That's it. So that is experience is not a major experience though.
Right.
So I cannot deny a sales role. Most of the students I have seen, when it comes to marketing, they want to be a digital marketer, they want an analyst, they want a market research senior, all of these stuff. Nobody wants to do sales. I don't know why. And sales is such a loving job. The targets which you get and that satisfaction once you achieve those targets is amazing. So I was very much intended that I need to start my career with sales. Eventually, within the time, I might get into a good position as well.
Okay.
That could be the reason, because I was very much sales oriented, and they
One
thought
thing I
that
can
I
spot,
was the right.
one thing I can spot after this conversation is that it's more of your communication skills and more of the personality and the confidence, by the way, which is again a part of your personality overall. So I think मेरे ख्याल से कुछ 40 बच्चे लोग जीडी में गए थे, उसमें से 4 लोगों को उन्होंने पीआई के लिए बुलाया था और वहाँ से 2 बच्चों को एक्चुअली उन्होंने सिलेक्ट करा. तो 40 का वो अपना 4 मतलब 10% वहाँ पे हो गया, तो 90% को उन्होंने निकाल दिया और फिर वहाँ पे 50% का सिलेक्शन हो गया. Awesome. So again, moreover, like when you talk about companies like Dabur and all, again, kudos to the guy who asked you, don't tell me anything about academics, just tell me that why you are a perfect fit for this role. That is a very wise question to be asked to anybody. Because there are people, they always talk about acads, and it has nothing to do with actual life. जब भी तुम internship के लिए जाते हो या फिर final job के लिए जाते हो. So I think that's where the things clicked. And again, the big congratulations or a big thanks to your college जिन्होंने ये platform आपको provide करा, because of which you got into Dabur. It's one of the biggest brand, and it will stay with you forever. Like till the time you are uploading your resume, on whatever recruiters that you're gonna approach, it will always be there कि बंदी ने Dabur के साथ काम करा है, तो वो तुझे एक X factor always मिलेगा अंजू, like towards like even if you're like 5-6 years down the line. I hope आपको, I would love to see you getting as a PPO from Dabur and join them back again. If that happens, then nothing like it. But yeah, so it's overall मेरे ख्याल से जो बड़ी companies है, it's all about your personality, your confidence. And would you mind if I ask you what was your percentile in ATMA, MAT, जो भी एग्जाम आपने दिया, वो percentile का लेवल और Dabur कंपनी का लेवल अगर हम थोड़ा कंपेयर करेंगे तो तुम्हें कैसे लगता है?
लगा ही नहीं था कि मिलेगा.
हाँ.
Okay. हाँ. Percentile in ATMA was somewhere around 75.
देखो,
so basically
ATMA में she got 75 percentile. Now this is a real life example that if your attitude is good and if you really want to nail something, you will always do it. Your percentile, your SSC, HSC, graduation, these are just on the piece of a paper. You might be having 999 as a pointer, or you might be 10, whatever. But if you're not able to express yourself in the interview, if you're not able to kind of perform very well in the interview, then doesn't matter which B school you belong to and तुम्हारा 10 में कितना percent था, maybe you were a state ranker or not. The only reason I asked you that percentile is because I am super duper proud of you, because I know what potential Dabur has. And 70-75 percentile जब हम कहते हैं ना यार मुझे 8 में 70-75 percentile आया, लोग हमारी पर्सनालिटी जज कर लेते हैं, अरे इजी एग्जाम इतना कम परसेंटाइल कैसे आ सकता है. बट दैट्स नॉट द केस. द केस इज कि भाई मैंने Dabur फोड़ा है. जब मुझसे बात करोगे, when I open my mouth, then you'll get to know about me. So I think वो डिफरेंस बच्चों को समझना चाहिए. And there are so many students like you. So मैं ऑलवेज कहता हूँ ना कि अंजू 2 चीज़ें होती है, एक होता है एप्टीट्यूड और एक होता है तुम्हारा एकेडमिक्स. कुछ बच्चे एप्टीट्यूड में अच्छे नहीं होते हैं, कुछ बच्चे एकेडमिक्स में अच्छे होते हैं, उनको समझ आती है. जैसे तुम्हें समझ है सेल्स की, राइट? आपने कहा कि बहुत सारे बच्चे को एकदम फ्लैशी जॉब चाहिए, FMCG का, सेल्स कोई नहीं करना चाहता. बट एक्चुअल लर्निंग सेल्स में होती है. एंड इवन इफ यू आर अ CEO ऑफ फॉर्च्यून 100 कंपनी, यू गॉट टू डू अ सेल्स. That's fact. तो जितने बच्चे आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं ना, आप इस साल देखो, अगले साल देखो, ये चीज़ याद रखना that you really have to have it in you, then only you can crack these बड़ा बड़ा कंपनीज एंड योर बी स्किल डजंट मैटर. हाँ, प्लेटफॉर्म दिया वो बहुत बड़ी बात है, बट 40 में से यार 2 बच्चे आए, शी वॉज वन ऑफ देम. आई थिंक that's the biggest achievement. Moving on to Dabur, how was your total experience in Dabur? Like वो 2 महीना 3 महीना whatever number of months you worked with Dabur, क्या लर्निंग्स थी आपकी, आपका मार्केट रिसर्च कैसा रहा, आपने क्या स्ट्रैटेजीज वहाँ पे लर्न करी, और जो स्ट्रैटेजीज आपने वहाँ पे लर्न करी क्या वो हमें एकेडमिकली बुक में पढ़ाई जाती है, पोर्टस 5 फोर्सेस हो या फिर फिलिप कोटलर ने जो भी लिखा है इज लाइक मार्केटिंग गुरु, तो वो थोड़ा बता देना.
तो मेरा जो रिसर्च था ना वो पूरा प्राइमरी रिसर्च था.
राइट.
मेरे रिसर्च पे दे आर गोइंग टू लॉन्च देयर प्रोडक्ट बिकॉज माय रिसर्च वाज go to the market strategy based research.
Okay.
Wherein I had to go to the market. GTS, right. I had to go to the market and collect a qualitative data, interview of the retailer. Yeah. So on that basis, they are going to launch their product in the railway channel because that was the segment which I was targeting on. मैंने देखो, see, SWOT analysis, pest analysis, we can say the BCG metrics, ये सब concept मेरे को काम आया है. मेरे को ये सब करना पड़ा है मेरे research.
Fantastic.
To understand where this real brand stands with terms of their competitors. Their competitors names can be the Tropicana, B Natural, and many more. So ये सब मुझे करना पड़ा है. So what I'm trying to enjoy is that academics is important. I'm not saying scoring good is important though, but at least what you are learning, these concepts definitely comes to the picture.
True.
Why are we even learning this concept? We don't need to buy out all of them, but we need to understand what are we supposed to do, what are we supposed to do with this concept, because they are going to be helpful for us. As a market research intern, I had to do a SWOT analysis. Where do Dabur real brands stand in the market?
Right.
What are their strengths and opportunities? How can they exist? So I was supposed to do all these things. And without my knowledge in all this major marketing concepts,
Right.
I don't think so I would have been able to make it.
That's what I said, Nanju, कि aptitude पे किसी को judge नहीं करना चाहिए. Aptitude is like what CATS Act and MAT, CMAT and all that. Maybe and मैंने देखा है बहुत सारे बच्चे अच्छे नहीं होते. They don't understand tan cost theta कैसे वर्क करता है, उनको नहीं आता. But तुम उनको स्टेज दे दो, उनको स्ट्रैटेजी बता दो. I have seen lot of people. वो बैलेंस शीट प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में they are amazingly good. Like valuation all they do fantastically good. It's just that उनसे नहीं होता वो aptitude. तो I think you are a real example and you are hope for a lot of kids out there कि यार चलो मेरा अगर थोड़ा बहुत एकेडमिक्स एंड आई एम वेरी श्योर VBS ने भी जब आपको सिलेक्ट करा होगा एज अ स्टूडेंट दे मस्ट हैव सीन दैट काइंड ऑफ अ कॉन्फिडेंस इन यू कि नहीं यार शी हैज अ पोटेंशियल एंड शी कैन डू इट आराम से. सो ग्रेट. सो ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस वाज गुड इनफ. व्हाट इज सो स्पेशल अबाउट डाबर, इफ यू कैन जस्ट गिव अस एन आइडिया कि यार डाबर जैसी कंपनी में काम करना, ऐसा क्या आप सीखते हो इवेंचुअली जो आपको एक MBA डिग्री नहीं सिखा सकती है? डिड यू एनकाउंटर एनीथिंग लाइक दैट?
So the brand legacy itself is the major thing. One of the 6, which ranks 6th of one of the most like FMCG sector. और मैंने क्या सीखा है ये आपको मैं बताऊँ तो मैंने बुकिश नॉलेज को बिल्कुल नहीं सीखा है. जो मैंने सीखा है मैंने काम किया है. So it's nothing related to what I learned from particularly from the book. And when I was an intern, मेरे को ही पूरा करना था. So all those meant कि nobody has to do training. Like मेरे को कोई train करने ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. All I had to do was on my own.
That's even better.
I used that strategy. I took a little guidance though. All the things were done by me. Strategy, then going to the market, asking. Or the major thing was kind of a sales profile because market research में you need to convince people to get output from them.
True.
Interviewing the retailers, especially those people, isn't at all easy. They won't even make you stand in front of their shop.
True. It's very tough to crack them.
In that case, right, it was tough, but output was amazing. That is all I'm thinking of. Eventually, in the starting time, even I thought I should be giving up on this, but I was very sure that I can do this because I know that what is my strength. I am very much positive attitude person and challenging personality. मुझे किसी को कैसे मोल्ड करके आंसर निकालना, I know this. So that could be the strategy. Even better, I learned from Dabur. जो भी मैंने करा खुद से करा है. विद गाइडेंस, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मुझे गाइडेंस नहीं मिला है, मुझे गाइडेंस मिला है, बट सोचने का काम करना, कैसे तुम किसी से इंफॉर्मेशन निकाल सकते हो, तुम्हारा इंफॉर्मेशन कैसे स्ट्रेटेजाइज कर सकते हो, हाउ डू यू पुट इट, what are the suggestions and recommendation you should give to the company. All this has been done by me, sir.
Fantastic. Now, last question for the day before we close this up. How has your journey been as far as VBS is concerned? कैसे रहा विवेकानंद में, like जो भी मेरे ख्याल से 1 साल या फिर 2-3 trimester, whatever it is, like how has it been?
So currently we are in our 4th trimester. I myself believe I made the best decision. Considering the investment and ROI,
ROI तो बहुत तगड़ा है.
तगड़ा है सर. So इसके वजह से I believe I made the best decision. So there is not, see, just getting into a college is not every time about placements. Placements के ना तुम खुद भी ढूंढ सकते. It's not at all necessary that you have to depend on your college fee for each and everything. You should be potential enough. The molding which I bought in this college is amazing. The faculties over here, they are very much appreciated. And maybe confidence which you feel myself is because of that. And the best part is you are assigned with so many live projects with very well-known brands. HUL, Dadar, Tata, and many more.
Wow.
So you get a very good exposure about the market in a practical set.
Yeah, that exposure is what is needed to the students, by the way. And not have, I mean, you might have a big brand as a B school, but if the exposure is not given, फिर मेरे ख्याल से वो justice नहीं होता है. And भले brand ना हो, tier 2 हो, tier 3 हो, कोई भी tier हो, exposure अगर दिया जाएगा तो बच्चा बहुत कुछ कर लेगा. So again, thank you so very much for giving some time, Anju. I'm very sure you are hope to lot of kids out there. Because बच्चों को ऐसे लगता है कि अगर हम tier 2, tier 3 में जाते हैं तो हमारा career नहीं बनता. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आपका कॉलेज आपको एक लेवल तक हेल्प करता है. डेफिनेटली अपॉर्चुनिटीज देना उनका काम है, बट उसको फाइनल कन्वर्ट करना आपका काम है एज अ स्टूडेंट. तो मेरे ख्याल से इट्स मोर ऑफ यू एंड लेस ऑफ अ बी स्कूल. इफ यू हैव एनी क्लोजिंग थॉट्स, प्लीज गो अहेड.
Closing thoughts which I have for especially for all the domains, never ever deny sales. Sales जैसा कुछ नहीं. At least start your career with sales. Do at least 1 year. Initially as you are a fresher, this applies to even the freshers or non-freshers. कुछ साल ना अपने आप को exposure में ही डालो. See what you are best fit for.
Right. Very
and
true.
Then choose your career.
Very true. Fantastic. Thank you so very much, Anju. Had a great discussion, and I'm sure this video will encourage a lot of students and will give them a clarity करने का लाइफ में. And wish you all the very best. Hope to see you next year again. जब आपका PPO लगेगा या फिर आपको कोई बड़ा कंपनी जब sort of when you crack it, would love to have you one more time. Cool. Thank you so very much. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.